What is going on, boys and girls of YouTube? So today I wanted to bring you a top 5 video. We haven't done one in a while. I felt like it was time to do one. We'll go through all we're going to do all the top 5s. Like, this is going to be one I'm going to crank out pretty quick. I might drop 2 a day after this jungle one, if that's what you guys are interested in. Maybe 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the late night, whatever, to get through them quickly. So do like 1 and then 2 and then 2, and then we'll go back to normal gameplays and then some more teaching content. That's what I'm thinking. Top 5 junglers. We'll work our way from number 5 up to number 1. We'll be quick about it. We have, these guys all have new builds on Smite Source. I am updating Smite Source like every couple hours as I see builds coming in. I think by the end of tomorrow, every god should have a new build for you guys to be using, just for you guys to be on the lookout for that. I only waited so long because people were kind of hesitant about the builds. Like, I was not seeing any consistent builds from top players, which was strange, not normal. So let's get into it. We're gonna knock this out. We're gonna go from number 5 up to number 1, and we're on Smite Source. So number 5 on the jungle list, and this is top 5 junglers for you to be playing right now to win your rank games. We're going with pub stomp gods. We're going with good team vibe gods. We're going with the best overall. I'm losing my voice. We're doing a bit of everything, right? So first up, we got Arachne. This is number 5 on our list, okay? So I've already updated this build. This build's been updated since day 1, actually. It is the crit build. Crit is just too strong right now. Nothing really counters it. Spectral isn't fully countering it anymore because they've nerfed it, and they buffed the ever-living poop out of Deathbringer and Atalana's bow. Plus, they buffed Golden Blade. So you're going Protector of the Jungle, you're going Golden Blade, Atalana's, Deathbringer, and Venom Deathbringer specifically, Serrated, and Bloodforge. Swap out the Bloodforge for a Wind Demon if you're not critting consistently. Do not need that much lifesteal. You already have 2 lifesteal items. You do not need a third unless you're just really trying to snowball and get pentakills, basically. So this should easily be a Wind Demon if you aren't critting enough. Golden Blade got 5 more power, I believe, 5 more attack speed, and then it's just one of the cheapest items in the game. So it makes it easily rival Crusher while giving you way better clear and being a cheaper item. You can get your next item online, which leads us over to Atalana's, which they added lifesteal, they added crit to, they took away percent pen. Amazing item. The only problem you could come up with this build so far is it has no crit, but with Arachne, you're mainly focusing on instantly getting onto the squishies anyway. Or did I say no crit? I meant no pen. No pen, sorry, in this build. And then once you finish into Venom Deathbringer, nobody can run away from you. Pretty much just win every trade for free. It's not even close. And then you get your pen online with the Serrated Edge. Swapping in a Wind Demon would also give you more pen instead of Bloodforge, so that's an option. Starter items are pretty normal. You'll go Blink. You want to go Blink 1, not Corrupted Blink. This, just always assume this is Blink, like tier 1 of the active. You're going Eye of the Jungle, and you're going Katana, you're getting Hog and Health Pots. Crazy good clear, really good fight, an extremely strong matchup, and just one of the strongest pub stomp gods you could possibly play right now. You're maxing your 1, you are then maxing your 3, you are then maxing your ult, you are then maxing your 2. You have great matchups against Kali, Thanatos, and Loki. Why? Loki, you get spiders on him, you can see him in stealth. Kali, why? You have great lockdown, and you can match your ult for Kali's ult and wait it out and then secure the kill on her while she's just running around trying to live. Thanatos, because you have really good lockdown, he does counter your slow with his 2. However, it doesn't matter because you are faster than him anyway, and you end up doing more damage to him because you out-trade the Scythe. He scythes you for half your health, but then you 1-2 combo him and you full heal right back up and he just dies. It's a great matchup. Bad matchups, in my opinion, Mercury because he can one-shot you and he also has the slow immunity. Ravana because he can just control CC you without ever actually getting autoed by you. And then Bastet because another god that can kite you, can leap over walls, and has really, really good damage that you can't really match because it's range damage. Pretty much Arachne gameplay. Farm up, get an item online. Once you get a power spike online, like Atalana's, start fighting over and over and over and over and over. Always try to blink beside or behind your target so you're never eating autos right away or damage right away. And target the mages. It's really that simple. Do that the whole game. You can start soloing objectives very, very early. Once you have Atalana's bow, if you buy a health pot and a multi-pot, you can solo pyro and you can 2-man, or if you get 3 spider webs down, you can solo gold. It's a lot harder to do the gold though. Just know that. It's not easy to do the gold. Next up, number 4 on our list, Ravana. He hasn't changed. None of these guys have really changed much. It's mainly the builds and just kind of how they're playing into the meta. So with Ravana, another Blink and Beads combo. Remember, you're almost always upgrading either Blink or Beads after your 2nd or 3rd item. It's up to you because the upgraded of both these forms are very good. Temporal Beads is nuts. You are going Protector of the Jungle again. Protector of the Jungle just has too much regen now, like static regen while running through the jungle to really be compared to, and the stats are absolutely crazy. Plus it has defense on it, which is nuts. Then you're going Jotun's Ferocity. We're not finishing the Jotuns, not upgrading to tier 4 until we finish Runeforge. So go tier 3 Jotuns, finish our Runeforge, then finish the Ferocity. That's gonna min-max our mid-game damage, and it's gonna be perfect for you. You're then going Serrated for Pen, Erendite for better chase, and then Heartseeker for secure. You can swap either of these items out for a defensive item like a Magi's Cloak or a Mantle of Discord if you are dying. Now, as mentioned here, swap Runeforge for Brawler's Beatstick if they have healers. If there's too many meditations, too much healing in the game, if the meditations are unkillable, don't build Runeforge, build a Brawler's. It's way more useful for you. Or if you want to early spike CDR, this could be a Hydra's instead. It'll be just as valuable. Your matchups, good against Dodgy because you can pretty much never get pulled by the ult. Good against a Wheelix because you can control a Wheelix and you can 2 the flip, taking no damage. And then good against Loki because with the Erendite pairing, you're able to chase while also immuning all of Loki's damage because of your 2 and your ult. Weak against Nemesis because Nem's going to shield all your damage and just turn and chase you. Weak against Kali because as long as Kali's waiting out your 2, the auto attacks will outtrade your ability damage. And then bad against Kleena because Kleena can kite you and range damage you, where that's usually where you excel. You can't match up with Kleena because the life steals too much. So there's Ravana as our number 4 on the list. Next up on the list, I don't know that some of these will surprise you. I think in the comments, please tell me if you're like, oh, I'm really surprised by this, or I thought it was better, or I thought another god should have been in that spot. Please tell me, because I'm interested. We have Nemesis. We have 2 builds. We have a crit build and an ability build. Both viable, both updated. Protector of the Jungle, into Jotun's Ferocity, into Hydra's. You upgrade to Jotun's Ferocity after finishing Hydra's. This will min-max that mid-game damage. This is the crit build, which sounds weird, but it's not. Because you're auto attack canceling off of each of your autos, you are then critting and getting crazy auto attack damage out of Atalanta's, paired with Malicious Deathbringer, giving you infinite cooldown. So rated last item, build a red potion, you have max CDR, you just spam your abilities and you're unkillable. It's just crazy. It's not even fair, it's crazy. Say you don't want to go an auto attack build, you don't want to go a crit build, you can go an ability build, where you're building the mannequins to start, mannequin's mace and the mannequin scepter, or sorry, the mannequin hidden blade, whatever. You're still going Jotuns, still going Hydra's, finishing the Ferocity after Jotuns. Then we're going Brawlers. You can swap this out for a Crusher if they have no healing. You can also swap it out for a Runeforge if you want a little bit more survivability while also having good damage. But Brawlers is kind of going to min-max that power, pen, and then the anti-heal. Then Serrated, then Heartseeker. You're just going to spam your abilities as usual with this build. Red Pot will get you max CDR as usual. Matchup-wise, you absolutely farm Loki because with Erendite, you're able to chase him down. He can't get away. Same with Kleena. She can't get away. And with Tsukiyomi, you counter the ult with your 3, so that's a good matchup. You kind of have bad matchups against Dodgy, because Dodgy can kite around a little bit, and you have to use your beads to get out of Dodgy ult, so if she's spam ulting you, you're going to get pulled eventually. Bad against Kali, because the Kali can stun your shield and outtrade you with auto attacks. And then bad against Susano, because Susano can cancel out your shield with a knockup or a pull, and then just has insane ability auto attack canceling. It's hard for you to match up with. Early game, focus on farming, hit level 5, go for a kill, because your ult pretty much guarantees a kill. It's very straightforward and very simple to play Nemesis in this meta, in my opinion. And I wouldn't think too much into it. You just basic stuff. Don't think too much. W key, win the game. And it's that simple. Number 2 on our list, Kleena. I held off on putting Kleena on the list for a while. And that's because I know she's harder for people to play positioning wise. And because some of her abilities are more skill shot, people do struggle with her a little bit. But she's so damn good and does so much damage that you need to just start playing her. Just straight up, you need to start playing her. And then paired with the new Jotuns, if you're not playing her, I think you're trolling. She's one of the few junglers that I actually ban right now just because I don't feel like playing it and I don't want to play against it. You are going Temporal Beads early, going Blink second usually. If you're feeling aggressive, you can go Blink first. That's up to you. You're going Protector of the Jungle. You're going Jotun's Vigor. That's the upgraded healing Jotuns. And you're going Soul Eater. You will upgrade to the tier 4 after finishing the Soul Eater. This gives you an earlier Soul Eater to start stacking right away. And then once you start stacking, you can upgrade to the Jotun's Vigor. You max out that ability lifesteal that you get in the passive by doing this. And you get crazy procs. You full heal easily. It's actually scary. You're then going Hydra's next, which is going to max out your CDR. It is also going to max out your ability to poke and auto attack cancel because, well, you can auto after each ability. Basically, auto attack canceling you 3, auto 2, auto 1, let it do full damage, and then auto again. Your ability damage from your ult is crazy. You're going Serrated after that. And then you're going Heartseeker for max damage potential. Early game, poke, clear, poke, clear, poke, clear, over and over again. You have an insane amount of poke from range. Use it. You're maxing your 3 because it's your highest damaging ability. And if you're using it aggressively and then running into the wall. If you're out of position, you live, you don't die. It's nice. You're then leveling your 2 because it's your next highest burst. You then level your 1 because it gives you a silence at the end of it. So it's great CC. You're also knockup immune. So you're using that 1 to not get CC'd. If you do that properly, you will never die. Then your ultimate hits hard as hell mid to late game. Insanely hard mid to late game. Good matchups against Susano because he can't pull you or knock you up and you can silence out his abilities. Same with Pele. Can't knock you up, can silence out his abilities. Same with the Wheelix. Can't knock you up because of the 1. Can CC and silence out his abilities. Bad against Bastet. Ranged poke that in good lockdown between the stun and the root. It's really frustrating to deal with. Plus anti-heal is really easy to apply from Bastet. Nemesis, because of the shield, if Nemesis is positioning correctly and chasing you, plus with the counter of Erendite, makes it very hard for the matchup. Bad against Kali as well because you can't get Kali through her ult, and she has great trade potential with you with auto attacks. So Kleena, number 2 on our list. Start playing Kleena if you're not. And then next up on the list, I'm just going to skip to it from here. It's Kali. Kali was one of the top gods last season, in my opinion. Carries over even heavier into this season because you can go crits or you can go that ability auto attack build we were going last season. They're both still super viable. If you go the ability burst, I say ability. I don't mean ability. You have cooldown. A burst build, you're able to do a lot of damage while continuing to chase. You want to go mannequins for early pressure. You want to go Jotun's ferocity after finishing the Hydras because this will burst in. This will be a 1-tap combo. Mages and hunters can be 1-tapped at this point. You would blink in, auto 3, auto 2, auto, and they will die. If they don't die, they'll be super low. You can just chase them down. You'll then go to hasten, so you can stick on top of them. You will then go to kins, so you're doing more auto attack damage. Because of your passive, because of Hydras, because of Jotun's ferocity, your auto attack damage is ridiculous. And then you go oboe for more attack speed because you are lacking a little bit of attack speed, where Kali usually you want to min-max and have like max attack speed. Secondary build, it's crit. It's Golden Blade for farm because Kali doesn't care about early kills. If you get them, it's dope. If you aren't going that AA burst build that we just talked about, there's no point on like looking to be forcing kills. You can kill people with Golden Blade because you have an insane amount of power, an insane amount of attack speed. Your movement speed is higher than everyone else's, and your clear farm potential is faster. So it means you're rotating around the map quicker. It means you're getting the ganks before everyone else. Then you're going into damage. Atalanta's got super buffed. You already know that. We already talked about it. Atalanta's to get crit online. Then Hastens to your chase potential is good. Then Malicious Deathbringer. Going to give you free CDR built into your kit. It's also going to give you a ton of damage and min-max that crit potential. Then you're going Dominance. This is going to give you more power that you might be lacking from going Golden Blade or Hastened. And it's going to make up for that. It's also going to give you insane auto attack pen paired with your passive. And then you will sell late game your Golden Blade. Now this, if you need anti-heal for some reason, this can be a Shadow Steel Shuriken. If you don't need that, go Wind Demon. Wind Demon's just gonna allow you to chase more. Your movement speed is gonna be absolutely crazy. Your crits are gonna be super consistent, and the build is going to stomp. It is by far my favorite build to run on Kali right now. Unmatched, absolutely unmatched. Now you have great matchup against Hunbats because you can cancel out his abilities. You can also leap his ult before it ticks on you. Great matchup against Loki because you can ult if you need to. You can beads if you need to. You can turn and burn on Loki, cancel out his 3. Great matchup against Loki, plus the bleed. Putting your 2 on him will show where he is all the time once he stealths. Great matchup against Pele because you can leap the knockup, you can stun the knockup, you can ult the knockup, and your trade potential is unmatched. You also don't care too much about Pele's healing because you're going to consistently do that damage to the point where Pele won't be able to heal or turn because no knockup should be landing. Bad matchups, Dodgy. Zaji's going to ult you on cooldown. If you're burning your beads because of Dodgy ult, they're going to be engaging on you with the rest of the people on the team, and it's going to be hard for you to play. Bad against Arachne because in terms of the 1v1, Arachne can out trade you or even trade you and then ult your ult and you won't be able to secure the kill. Arachne will. Bad against Bastet because Bastet has range damage, range CC, and can kind of kite you around while doing damage. That's if these gods are played perfectly. Remember that. That's if you know the matchup and they know the matchup, that's how it should go. Not always how it's going to go. Let me know what you guys think of these builds. I like all of them. I've been running a mix of everything. I get kind of bored of crit running it every game, so I try these other builds that work really well. So this is something for you to try. I guarantee you will, as long as you're playing properly, you will find success with this build. But I am interested in what you guys have been doing, what you guys have been thinking, or what you guys think about all the builds I've just showed you. And really what's been successful for you in terms of jungle gods. Just tell me in the comments below. I want to hear it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button if you haven't. I will see you on the video later tomorrow, the next day, and hopefully my voice isn't going away anymore.